Okay, good afternoon everyone. So at this time, we will have to tackle about the regression line. This is actually in advanced statistics. So we have here one example. Okay, consider the binomial data that relates the grade in math X and the physics Y of 10 high school students. So we have 10 students in here. Then we have the grades in math referring to X and the grade of 10 students in physics referring to Y. Okay, so remember always that the regression, it can also be used to what? Okay, it can be also used in prediction or the association between the two variables. Okay, so we have here three situations that we are going to find out given this table. So number one, find the slope and the y-intercept of the regression line. Letter D, find the equation of the regression line. And letter C, if Dindo has grade of 91 in math, make a prediction on his physics grade. Okay, so these are the three. So remember always that the equation of the regression line, actually it is represented by y is equal to, okay, the equation of the regression line is actually y is equal to b a plus b times x, or y prime is equal to a plus bx. So a is referring to, a actually is referring to the slope, the y-intercept, and b is referring to the slope of the regression line. Okay? So how do we now find out these three equations? Number one, find the slope. Of course, the slope is b and a is the y-intercept. So first, let us generate or identify what is the formula pertaining for this one, for a, or the slope, the y-intercept. So a has actually a formula of summation of the quantity of summation of y times the quantity of the summation of x squared minus the quantity of summation of x times the quantity of summation of xy. Okay? All over, then we have here n times summation of x squared, okay, minus summation of x to the power of 2. Okay? And for the slope, of course, b, that is actually equivalent to the formula of n times the quantity of the summation of xy minus summation of x, okay, times the quantity of the summation of y. Okay? All over, we have n times summation of x squared, the same as this one, minus the quantity of the summation of x to the power of 2. Okay? From the given quantity, let us first identify each of this one so that we could easily identify the y-intercept and the slope of this given problem. First, okay, we have here, let us define first n. Of course, there are 10. Next is summation of x. When we talk about summation of x, just add all of these quantities. And when we add all of these quantities or math grades of the 10 students, it is 885. And we also have to identify the summation of y, okay, or the sum of all the grades in physics, okay, that is actually 881. Okay. Next, let us also figure out or identify summation of xy. Okay. Summation of xy means that we will have to multiply the grades in physics and the math grade and the physics, then add on all those products. So the result would be 78,356. Another one, let us also identify the summation of x squared. Okay? Summation of x squared means that just square its grade of math, then add on the result. So summation of x squared, that is actually equivalent to 78735. Okay, next, you have to identify also the summation of y squared, meaning just get the square of each grade in physics, then add on the result. So we have here 78,009. Okay? So at this point, we can now identify our answer for number 1. Find the slope, okay, and the y-intercept. Okay, so first let us have to identify, okay, the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is then actually equivalent to, we have here a is equal to, we have the formula, summation of y. So the summation of y here is 881. Okay, so 881 times, we have here the formula, summation of x squared, we have summation of x squared, we have here 78735 minus the quantity, okay, summation of x, we have here 885, okay, 885 minus what? Okay, or multiplied by, this is actually multiplied by summation of xy. Okay, summation of xy, we have here, the product, we have 78356. Okay, we have 78356 over, next, we have n, that is 10, multiplied by summation of, okay, summation of x squared. We have here summation of x squared. We have here 78735 minus the quantity of summation of x to the power of 2. We have 885 to the power of 2. So using our scientific calculator, A will give us a value of 4.964. Or this one is referring to our y-intercept. This will be our y-intercept. 4.964. Okay, what about our slope? Okay, our slope, we also have here our p. Okay, so let us have yun for the slope. Okay, so for the slope, we can now use the formula for the b. So b is equal to, okay, for the b we have n. Okay, n is actually 10 times summation of xy. So we have 78356. 78356 minus, okay, summation of x. Summation of x is 885 times summation of y, which is 881. All over, in the bottom or in the denominator we have 10 as n multiplied by summation of x squared, that is 78735. Okay, 78735 summation of, okay, we have here summation of x squared minus the quantity of summation of x to the power of 2, that is 885, okay, to the power of 2. So with using our scientific calculator, b now is equal to 0.939. So this one is referring to our slope. Okay, that one is referring to our slope. So we already answered for number 1, the slope and the y-intercept. Okay, so for letter B, okay, for letter B, we want to find out the equation. So the equation, okay, so we have here y prime is actually equal then to, we have the equation A, the value of A is actually equivalent to 4.964 plus, okay, 0.939, then we have x. So this is the answer for letter B. Okay, letter C, we want to predict the grades of Bindo in physics, considering that his grade in math is 91. Okay, so we can now easily identify by using the equation in letter B. So for letter C, we have y, provided that for letter C, x is equal to 91. Therefore, Bindo's grade in physics equivalent to 4.964 plus 0.939 times 91. Using our calculator, you can have, or by simplifying that one, the grade in physics would be equivalent to 90.413. So, this one is the physics grade of Bindo. So as you can see, a regression line can be used to predict the future outcome. Okay, provided that we could easily relate these two event or two variable. Okay, the grade in math representing to the variable x and the grade in physics representing to variable y. So I hope that this one will help you figuring about the regression line. Okay, actually this one is just the introductory part, the concept on how to obtain the equation of the regression line.